Once upon a time, there was a girl named Emma who lived in a small town. Emma had recently moved with her family into an old, large house. The house was huge, and Emma was eager to explore every corner of it. The place she was most curious about was the dark and dusty attic. One day, Emma gathered her courage and decided to go up to the attic. As she climbed the stairs, each step creaked, which made her a little scared. When she finally reached the attic, she found it dark and cold. The walls were covered with old pictures, and there were dusty boxes on the shelves. As Emma was rummaging around, she found an old trunk in the corner. When she opened the lid, she discovered a very old diary inside. The diary told the terrifying story of a family who had lived in the house many years ago. According to the story, the family's young daughter, Sarah, had disappeared in the attic and was never seen again. As Emma read the diary, she felt chills run down her spine. The night Sarah disappeared, the house was filled with horrifying sounds, and some objects had mysteriously moved. On the last page of the diary, Sarah had written, "They are coming. They will find me." Just then, Emma heard a rustling noise behind her. She turned around in fear and saw a shadow for a brief moment before it vanished. Emma told her best friend Lucas about the incident. Although Lucas thought Emma might have imagined it, he decided to go to the attic with her. Together, they climbed up to the attic and began reading the mysterious diary again. This time, they noticed another door in the attic. Summoning their courage, they opened the door to see what was behind it. Behind the door was a smaller, darker room. In the corner of the room stood an old cradle with a toy doll that looked like it had been there 4 years. Suddenly, the room grew colder, and Emma and Lucas felt as if someone was watching them. At that moment, the eyes in the old pictures on the walls seemed to be staring at them. Emma turned to Lucas and said, "We need to get out of here." But as they moved towards the door, it shut by itself and locked. In a panic, they tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. Just then, a mist appeared in the center of the room, and Sarah's ghost materialized. Sarah had come to ask for their help. She had been accidentally locked in the attic by the housemaid while playing, and had never been able to get out. Emma and Lucas decided to help Sarah's spirit. Sarah told them about the terrifying things she experienced while being trapped, and how she was never found. The maid had looked for Sarah, but couldn't find her, and eventually, the family abandoned the house. Sarah's spirit wanted this secret to be revealed, and her family to know the truth. But with the door locked, they weren't sure how to help. At that moment, Sarah's ghost handed Emma a locket. The locket was a special gift from Sarah's mother, which could be a clue to finding the family. Sarah's spirit also told them that there was an old phone in the attic that still worked and could be used to reach the town's records office. Emma and Lucas checked if the old phone in the attic worked, and it did. They called the town records office and found out the new address of the house's former owners. They contacted Sarah's family and invited them to the house. Sarah's family responded to Emma and Lucas's call and came to the house. Emma and Lucas showed them Sarah's diary and the locket. When the family learned what had happened to Sarah, they were deeply saddened and relieved at the same time. Sarah's spirit finally found peace, and the door unlocked. When Emma and Lucas came out of the attic, they never wanted to go back there again. However, the frightening sounds they heard and the ghost they saw that night stayed with them forever, because they knew that old houses often held unsolved mysteries and restless spirits.